As you just make yourself comfortable and begin to relax, you can just notice the flow of your breathing, the steady rise and fall of your chest. And as you do, you might notice it's interesting how certain sounds or sensations in your environment can become an invitation for your attention to shift inwards, as if the surface beneath you could just for a while become a gentle garden bench, half in sunlight, half in shade. And you can allow your mind to settle in a way that feels just comfortable enough, knowing that you're safe to explore as deeply and as gently as you choose. And as you rest here, listening to my voice, in a place where it's natural to rest and discover a kind of pause, out of the ordinary and yet simply just for you. And on this garden bench, you might notice how sometimes when you sit quietly, the world around you grows softer, and perhaps you sense the warmth of the ground beneath your feet, or the play of light moving across the leaves. And as you drift into that feeling of gentle ease, it's possible for the bench to support you as deeply as needed, almost as if the world remembers how to cradle you. And with every breath, some part of you can sink comfortably deeper into this moment. In this garden of your imagination, you can notice how life has a way of drawing people forwards, sometimes with curiosity and sometimes with hesitation. And there may be a part of you that wonders, what's truly healthy for me? And another that remembers how comfort and safety matter most. And perhaps it's not a fear of being healthy that's been present within your mind, but an old belief that health brings unfamiliar changes, or a whisper that says, if I step into vitality, will I be still known to myself or to others? And as you notice the subtle play of light and shadow within your mind, you can realize that growth can be both safe and gentle. The transformation needn't be sudden or unsettling. And just as the bench holds you in the shade before you choose to rise and wander further into the garden, you can give yourself permission to accept changes at your own pace. And there's some that will say to you that staying as you are offers protection, and yet others discover that every new leaf, every new blossom, is proof that renewal is part of nature's design. Within this garden, a small bird, once uncertain, perched just at the edge of a glimmering pool. For days it watched the water shimmer, feeling a yearning to refresh itself, yet hesitating, perhaps recalling an old coldness or a time when the deep water seemed too much. One morning, with the sun gentle above, the bird simply dipped a single feather in, and in that moment, feeling the cool thrill, it learned that change can begin with the smallest step. The bird didn't need to plunge, merely to explore, and in doing so discovered a freedom previously unimagined. And in much the same way, your own sense of health, physical, mental, and emotional, can be approached not as a demand, but as an invitation. And often fear is just a part of you trying to keep something valuable safe. Identity, belonging, maybe even love. And yet, what if being healthy could mean bringing more of what you cherish into your life? What if you could remain authentically yourself while also nurturing new strengths? And sometimes, the way you've been is not so much in conflict with health, but simply waiting for reassurance that being well won't cost you anything important. And if you notice comfort in small shifts, that's enough for now. And let any uncertainty be like the shade within the garden, protective yet temporary, and allow the sunlight of new habits to find you on their own schedule. And as you rest, you'll remember that every healthy choice can feel natural and safe. Or perhaps you'll see yourself thriving with a familiar ease, surprising yourself gently, the way the bird one day found it could sing and bathe beneath the same sun. And so as the garden scene gradually softens, you can thank your mind and body for their wisdom in protecting you, even as you welcome the idea of embracing healthy living as a new kind of safety. Every sound and sensation in the room returns subtly different as your attention begins to reconnect to the present, to the gentle support of the seat beneath you, the light around you, the feeling of the air on your skin. And you can notice energy returning easily and calmly, and your eyes are ready to open whenever you wish, carrying the memory of this garden, both shelter and sunlight, into all of your tomorrows. And in the coming days, you may find yourself naturally embracing small, healthy actions, each one feeling comfortable and aligned with who you truly are. You might notice moments where you feel at ease making choices that support your well-being, sometimes even before you consciously realize it. It's refreshing to discover how being healthy can fit simply within your life in your own way. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, every shift you make becomes an act of self-trust, and each gentle step is a celebration. Your time here was a gift to yourself, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.